Hello guys, and welcome to Your Girl H is Hungry. So she's going to cook. So today let me reverse the tea. So as you guys know from last week, I went out with my friend and we went to this place called Cooper's Hawk and I had this amazing pasta. So your girl H said, what should we do today? I said, today is the perfect day to be hungry and to make some of that. So today's attempt is Holland trying to replicate that same, I think it was angel hair pasta with chicken and like a lemon butter caper sauce and asparagus. So I'm gonna attempt this today. Wish your girl luck because I've never cooked with chicken before and I'm really scared. However, I have cooked before, which is really shocking as well, because if you know your girl H, you know I do not love cooking, but I do love to eat, and therefore we are going to be making a meal, not a snack, a full course meal tonight. So that is what we're about to start doing. Step one, obviously wash your hands. I'm going to try and leave the recipe that I'm using down below in the description so that you guys can try it out if you want to, and let me know how it turns out, how it tastes, if it's good, if you like it or not, because I love it. So yeah, I just ran to the grocery store and let me show you guys all the goods that that I got. So this is literally all the ingredients. There's like, ooh, focus on me. These are all the ingredients. Some of them I had already, which was really great. And some I had to go to the grocery store and get. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. So stay tuned for the end result and if your girl H did it well or not. Okay, this is probably gonna be the most uncinematic video you've ever seen of somebody trying to cook. But we're gonna start with step one, and they're saying, okay, sorry for all of you vegans and vegetarians that had to watch that. I do apologize. But step one is to slice the chicken breast lengthwise. So, as I have mentioned, I'm not like a chef whatsoever. So your girl doesn't even know what that means, to cut it lengthwise. Oh, sorry, I'm waving this knife around. That's probably #dangerous. Let's see. We can either call in the spirit and say, Holy Spirit, please help me try to figure out what that means. We can Google her. And hands have been washed, by the way, so please wash your little hands, children. I have my computer right here showing the recipe, so I know what I'm doing in the instructions. But I guess, let's Google it. Okay, we're back after Googling, and the tea is I still don't know what I'm doing. It says usually lengthwise means to cut along the length of the item. Like, please let me know in the comments if you know what this means. Does it mean I cut this mug like straight down? Do I go in the middle? Like, please help your girl. So what I'm actually gonna do is pretend that I know what I'm doing. I hate that jiggly piece on the side, even though it's probably actual chicken. I think I'm just gonna cut it down the middle. Yeah. And see what happens. So if this recipe doesn't turn out great, you know why. This is what she looks like now. So I'm gonna keep cutting the chicken and I will be back. Okay, we are back, and what your girl has decided is she's just not gonna cut these mugs because they're so small. Look, the chicken dance. Insert the chicken on the pole. But yeah, so I'm just not even going to cut these. I'm just going to let's see if you can see them, leave them as is for the most part, just because they're so small. But if you get like bigger ones, I would say to cut them lengthwise. Do we know what that is? No, we still do not. However, do that. So next step. Also, let me just advise you guys that they said the prep time is 5 minutes, cook time is 20 minutes. So it's gonna be a 25-minute meal, right? I have spent more than 5 minutes already just on trying to figure out if I was gonna slice the chicken alone and whether or not I knew what lengthwise was. So you know, take that time code with a grain of salt, because everybody's different and your girl H is extra and has to figure out what she's doing with her life for 20 minutes. So, off to a great start. Off to a really fantastic, fantabuloso start. Okay, next is, oh shoot, I didn't get the skillet out, guys. Gotta get the skillet. Be back in a flash. Woo. So we are back, and I am about to put this mug on here on the stove, and what's it say? Add 2 tablespoons of the butter plus the olive oil over medium-high heat. So let's get this crack-a-lacking. Medium-high. I'm gonna put that at good old number 7. Okay, and I didn't top it off good enough, so just add a little bit more. Okay, 2 tablespoons. That's good. Okay. Don't pop yourself. I repeat, it's just hot. Please don't pop yourself. Okay, guys, I'm scared. Okay, I've turned my heat like all the way to low, and it's still like popping out the pan. So I hope you know just how inexperienced I am. Okay, for those who are wondering, Holland, is this a foolproof recipe? The answer is no. There is smoke everywhere. You can literally see that on camera. That's how much there is. These mugs, they look good because I like stuff burnt a little bit. And then look at the rest of this house. And tell, like, do you see this smoke? You might not be able to see it, but your girl is the fool, and it's not a foolproof recipe. So this is not a tutorial on how to make this at all. Disclaimer, your girl doesn't know what she's doing. So yeah, good luck. All right, y'all probably won't be able to hear me because the fan is going, because I need to just throw in the towel. It's time to take the apron off and hand it to another chef that's actually a certified chef, because your girl H, this is not for her. The chicken looks okay. I'm just hoping and praying by the grace of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ that this mug is cooked all the way through, because if not, we will have some issues later on in life, aka in like 2 minutes when I eat. But the next step, we are somehow all the way up to step 5. We made it, and there's 8 steps on this recipe, but I'm gonna kind of combine some stuff and see what we can come up with, if anything, because maybe not anything. But this next stage is to add the chicken broth, lemon juice, lemon zest, and butter. and capers. So add all the goodness to help kind of like make the sauce. So wish me luck. I'm about to add this to this hot pan that was just popping me in the face from making the chicken. I was getting popped up in the scalp. Yeah, it was like the flames of hell popping off to me. And I said, hold on. We don't do that in this house of God. So, hopefully, it'll be alright. Okay, I'm adding the chicken broth now. Let's see. Let's see. Is it me, Jesus? Am I the one that's gonna die? Jesus? Okay, when you're inexperienced like your girl H, get you some lobster gloves so that we can do this. Because I'm not prepared for death today. What we will do is we will eat. We will rub hard. Oh, guys, we did it. That looked, it started off sketch, as I'm sure you heard, the screams of pain and agony and just sadness, but your girl might have did something with it. She might have did something. What's next? Now I'm like, woo, let's do this. Let's get this bread. But it's really chicken, not bread. So let's get it. This is where it gets sketch because I did not measure out the stuff ahead of time. Like my prep time, that 5-minute prep time was spent on do I cut this chicken or not and how to cut the chicken. So now I'm doing the prep and the cook at the same time. So it's gonna be sketchy. A tablespoon of lemon juice. Let's get the juice of lemon. Shake her up. Okay. Alright, lemon juice is in. It's helpful if you clean as you go, but also like when you really just 110 million% don't know what the heck you're doing, just say a little prayer and keep it moving. That's what your girl H is doing. So, lemon zest, guys. I get to zest something. Honestly, I don't even know if I can zest this mug because I don't even know if I have a grater to zest it. I have seen that in the movies. Okay, I don't have a zester, so I actually cannot zest this guy. But if you do, please do. If you have like a grater or even a food processor, I think people just like peel it and put it in a food processor. So do that as well, as you see fit. Okay, the other 2 tablespoons of the butter gotta go in. So let me find her and get her in. I'm gonna get sued for this because someone's gonna come to my house and be like, ma'am, this was the worst thing we've ever, like, you obviously did not know how to cook and you still don't. And be like, sir, ma'am, I'm sorry. Caper time. Okay, where are the capers? Brian. Okay, 1 tablespoon of those guys. Also, yes, I am cooking with my nails. Because we can do it. We can do it all. And that's on period. That's boss energy right there. Okay. Alrighty. Caper time. How you get these mugs drained and put them where you need them? I'm making a...
You did the length,
a chicken piccata.
Oh, you did the length of the chicken breast good.
I didn't even cut. Thank you. Did you guys hear that? Because I didn't cut the chicken, period.
Well, because you had a butterfly. One butterfly then cut in half.
They said cut it lengthwise.
Make them thinner.
Jesus.
You did that right.
Holland did not know what that meant. They were just so small I didn't even cut them. Oh, okay. You see that porridge? Look at that. Yee. just came to an awesome, crazy realization that I might like capers so much because they're like small baby bobas, but make it flavorful. So that's awkward. We are still going, guys. We are in this. We are strong. I is kind, I is smart, I is important. And this is what it's looking like right now. The next step is to add in the chicken back into like the sauce that I just made, and then cook it for a little bit. So where I messed up the most obviously is the chicken because it's my first time, but also I really messed up on the fact that you should season the chicken as you go instead of just plopping it in. If the recipe doesn't say season, they lied. You need to season that mug. So yep, sorry to all you chefs that are like, wow, Holland, this was really trash. I don't know what to tell you because you're right. You are 100% right, and that's why I am a film major and not a culinary arts major. That would be interesting to say the least. But now they're saying to cook it a little bit more with the chicken back in the broth stuff. Ooh, it's looking good. And because I already messed up on not seasoning, I'm about to season it right now with some salt and pepper, garlic powder, and all that. Season success. Okay, so I'm gonna put 2 recipes in the description. One is one that I mainly used, and it did me so dirty because it was like, hey, don't season anything, because I like to follow the directions like for real, and then add spicy wicey on it. But that mug didn't say anything about seasoning, and so I just completely forgot and just said, oh, it's fine. It's not fine. This is gonna taste nasty. So the other recipe that I'm looking at now is a lot better because it's like I was supposed to pound the chicken breast and season them generously. The other one did not say that whatsoever. It just said salt and pepper to taste in the ingredients, but not even in the instructions. Okay, this has been a cooking series of unfortunate events because none of these recipes prepared your girl for what was gonna happen. They told me in one pot what to do with like the chicken and the roux, right? So what they didn't say is, hey baby girl, you should maybe think about doing the asparagus and the pasta and then do the roux. So now I got pasta on top of my chicken and roux, and so I'm trying to cook pasta while everybody else is cooked in the pot. And it's just, it don't sit right with my spirit that these recipes would do me dirty like that. So please make it for yourselves and let me know where I went wrong. Maybe where I went wrong was the fact that I said today is the day that I'm gonna cook this, what is it called? Chicken piccata with angel hair pasta and asparagus. I really thought, I really did. But I wasn't the one. That's okay. Okay, so it's looking okay. I've tried it a few times. It's not like the worst thing in the world. However, it does look like a murder scene. It looks like a crime scene in which Holland co-pleasure should have never tried to do this. And let me tell you some tea. I was gonna try to be fancy schmantz like the restaurant, right? And I was gonna do the asparagus, you know, and add that in, and it was gonna be great and look good, and it would be content, you know. It would be some quality stuff. However, I've been so discouraged by my lack of ability to cook. So therefore, I will not be doing the asparagus today. Unless the spirit comes within your girl and says, we got this, we're doing this. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. So I will show you guys the end result and do a taste test, but as of right now, I'm very sad. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what the pot is looking like right now. It looks kind of pretty, but looks can be very deceiving. Looks can be trash. That's why we don't judge a book off of its cover. But here it is. It looks okay because I added the lemon slices, but also, as you can see by how these mugs are cut, I can't even cut a lemon. So, but it smells good. Like, do you see this lemon slice? You see that? You see how wonky that looks? It's a no for me. It's a no for me, fam. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. So, I'll check back when it's fully done and ready for tasting. So, I just showed you guys what it looks like. I am scared to try it. I'm sad. So if you want to kill your confidence, try cooking and see what happens. This chicken is looking very sketch. And mind you, the reason I started cooking this is because your girl was hungry like 5 hours ago and said, what should I do? I should cook this. So that is what's happening. I'm going to taste it now and see if it was worth it, or if I should have just drove the 30 minutes to the place that makes it. So here we go. It's okay. I should have drove to the place. 100%. Like, the chicken turned out better than expected. Still not great. And then as far as the pasta, I think I overcooked the pasta and I don't have enough like sauce. It's not like, I'm sure you guys saw the video, but it's not like drowning in sauce, and I love sauce. So, because it like all condensed down and like absorbed the sauces. So this is kind of a sad fail. But that's okay. We live, we learn. This has been a great time cooking with you guys. And as we went, my confidence decreased. No, as we went, we got more sad. But it was fun. It was a good time, and I think it turned out okay. There's a lot of things we can improve on next time, for sure. But this has been an example of when God tells you what your spiritual gifts are, he will oftentimes reveal it through other people as well. And the opposite has been said of my last 19, almost 20 years of life. A lot of people have been like, Holland, do not do that. You should just not cook. Like, and this is why. This was not my gift. This is not my spiritual fruit gift at all. But hopefully the video quality was fire. I know it wasn't, but that's life. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more of me attempting this, let me know. Thank you guys for just tuning in and joining me on this journey as I cook a meal so that I can eat. It's been great. But yeah, thank you guys. Like, subscribe if you want to join the family, and I will see you all next Friday.